Principality. Is it Principality? Similarly to Wales. But not Scotland. That is the Kingdom of Scotland. So there you go. Interesting facts.
Either way, knife round finally underway. We're going on to Overpass. That is where this battle is going to take place. Not in Northern Ireland, not in Wales, not in Scotland. It is in fact in Overpass.
That's not a country either. That is also not a principality. It is in fact a Counter-Strike map. And it is going to be Orgless winning out themselves the knife round. So they get to choose where they want to start. Now, if I was them, I would start on that CT side. And it seems that's exactly what they have done. So we are going to see Orgless picking up that CT and hoping to go ham with those pistols. But after seeing last game, I wouldn't be too surprised if they did. Unless PT can, well, kill people again.
Well, he'll certainly be looking to do that. He had one glorious round in that first half. But unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late. And disastrously, the bomb went off. Oh, wait, no, that was a good thing for him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Either way.
No, it was bad.
No, I think he lost that round anyway. But regardless, this round has begun. It's Pichilla starting things off. And PT actually chimes in with 1 3 versus 4 now, as the health bars are getting particularly low. 2 on Pichilla. 3 versus 3. Those Glocks will do damage if they can get up close and personal. And that's going to be another couple coming through for the CTs. PT, suddenly the last player remaining, as Pichilla is up close and Leffy is going to be playing from way too far away for PT to land the shots. Leffy gets the headshot, and that is going to be Orgless taking the lead.
See, I was about to say that Orgless were playing this map very similarly to last map, which I thought was a bit of a mistake because they were just going too aggressive, trying to play with the momentum they had of the last map, but they still win it. So now they can play like that. They can play exactly how they played last time and just go ultra aggressive, ultra dominant. And if they can pull that off, by heck, they're going to be doing pretty well. They ain't no heck lords. In fact, they're some win lords because they're winning right now, and they have been winning all day. Because they're the only ones that have been playing and winning. So, no, they have been winning. They have indeed been winning. But HudsG opens this one up, taking down Smoothie. That's going to be a nice opening frag. Leffy straight back in, PT goes down. But HudsG in for the trade. So, 3 versus 4, and actually looking relatively okay for FM eSports. They're going to be able to get themselves into a reasonable position here. However, the bomb is overextended towards the A-bomb site. And Pulse will find Pichilla, which is a really, really nice opening. Rom getting back in will find 1, leaving it a 3 versus 2. And this is now doable for the FM eSports side. They have some guns, and they have armor, and Neil's the only man with a pistol, but the unarmored man, Rom, needs to not overextend, but there they come. The kills come through, and HudsG all on his own now. 3k so far, and he is versus Thomas, but Thomas has the bomb, and he has some intuition as to where HudsG comes from. He's going to miss the initial shots, and HudsG comes back in with the spray. Thomas, 19 HP, but he can't make it happen. He is a dead man in a dead hole of dead despair. That is FM winning themselves a round. If they can win 1 more, they'll be doubling their score.
They'll be doubling the score they managed to get last game as well. So far, managing to even their performance. And all they need is another round to actually make their record here in the semi-final. Or the lower bracket final, or whatever. I can never remember what the different things are called in a double elimination, but regardless, it is going to be 1-1 now. So FM have found their way back into this game, and that is going to mean that this buy from them is going to be very convincing. The Deagles are going to come through, though. Boast is about to check. PT as well. They all jump on through. Pichilla does manage to find 1 onto Poster before he goes down, which, to be honest, he'll be pretty happy with that trade. He had only a pistol to lose, and FM could certainly lose a lot more. Leffy, though, has gone for the flank with that Desert Eagle himself. But he's going to be taken down by the looks of things by HudsG. Is sneaking on around. And I like this play by Orgless. They're basically just playing to stop FM progressing at this stage.
Yeah, it's definitely working out so far. But let's see if they can continue. Orgless, they have got themselves 1 kill, but it's been a trade as Pichilla was taken. His life in the hands now of God. But the push is coming towards the A-bomb site. There is already a man creeping in from behind. That's Neilzinho finding himself positioning, if nothing else. Will get tagged down by Thomas, but Thomas himself is very low on HP and no support coming until Leffy finds 1, but he will be traded. So it's a 2 versus 3 in favour of FM. And the remaining 2 players in Orgless going to be wondering what happened to their teammates. So this is FM now taking the lead. Hooray! But it's a bit too late. They're already a map down. They have to come into this one all guns blazing as Rom will find Neilzinho. They can't be losing this many players on this round. Rom is going to go down in the end now, all on Smooya. With the Deagle in hand, he'll find the first player. Now, don't let this happen. If this happens, I'm going to cry for the rest of my life and a little bit longer. HudsG, FAMAS in hand. And he will be able to get the kill. Takes down Smooya. And finally, FM looking like there is a spark of life left in their little spark bags.
And thank God for them, to be honest. And look at Hoods G right now. 7 kills. 3 of the players on his team on 1 and 0. And PT on 4. So Hoods G making sure that his team is well and truly in this game. Getting them a foothold on this map. And they're absolutely going to need it once Orgless start to get some weaponry themselves. We've already seen what they can do on Overpass on a good day. And looking at Mirage, it feels like it is a good day for them. We'll see. Maybe it was just a matter of FM needed that map to warm up. Well, I hope it certainly served as a warm-up, because for them it didn't serve for any other purpose. Orgless, they've fallen behind in this map. FM should be able to take this round fairly simply. And it's all going to be about going into that 5th round. Guns on both sides and see what can happen.
Interestingly enough, Orgless are only 1 kill behind FM if you add all the kills together, and I think that's right, but I'm not that good at maths, so it could be up for discussion. Of course, that Orchid Nilzino just trying to work its way forward. Only Pistols to play against, but we've seen Pistols do a lot of work. Left is going to be spotting, but he knows there's someone there, so going to back off now. There is, of course, this deep lurk coming in from Pulse, who's going to be making sure there's no over-aggression, but he's already missed his avenues. There's a man coming in from Connector, although Smooya will fall back now. And the Deagle of Pashilla hoping to do some work. He spotted out 2 players, and here comes the kill. 1, 2, there it is, Pashilla. There is no stopping a Deagle when you give it that much opportunity. That's insane. How's G going to go down, and Pashilla is not done? Can he find one more for his trouble? We're not going to be at 2C. It's going to be Pashilla. Still going now. 2 versus 2. This is not over yet. And Smooya, oh god, that was so close, but it's not going to work out. Pashilla finds the kill. And now on for the 4K versus Pulse. He has the bomb in hand, and Pulse is going to be fleeing. Is there even time? No. No. Just no. I don't know. This is not. Oh my god, no. Pashilla wins that round for his team with a massive 4K. And FM, what are you doing, guys? Come on. He's so insane!
You can see that as well from Pulse as he tries to plant the bomb. He wasn't quite in the circle, and you can see him move his crosshair around, aggravated by the situation. They end up throwing away the round that realistically should have been theirs, and now, I mentioned that we'd be moving into a gun round this time. I was fully expecting FM to take that one. Orgless walk away with it. Now they're the ones in control. They're the ones with priority here, and it looks like it is going to be a push on towards this B side, but Rom is waiting for them. Does get shut down by Pulse straight away, though. And now Pashilla starting to chime in. Thomas grabs 2 for himself, and Pashilla's got his Deagle out once more. It's not a guy that you want to be seeing with any kind of weaponry. But PT, last man remaining, he's all on his own. There's not a lot he's going to be able to do about this situation. Just trying to get himself hidden as much as he can, look for an exit frag, but it's really not looking fantastic. We'll get found out in the end, and we'll get shut down by Leffy. So, fair play to Orgless. They only lose a single player to those Pistols, and that means they can move into this round very comfortably.
Yeah, absolutely. Orgless already just being dominant. Although FM do have themselves 2 rounds already, and it's early days, it's definitely not over yet. They're going to be able to get themselves a buyout here. But let's remember, Smooya is now on the AWP, and that's a potent weapon to be up against. As we're going to see Rom on the PV Bison. Interesting choice, but I'm not going to judge him until I see some proof that he can't use it. So, let's see. Pulse, Nilzino taking themselves control in the connector. And although Smooya went for the early face, he wasn't able to get anything done, so he did back off and hope for another day. Push is going to be coming through. Thomas getting ready to go for some aggression, and he will. Comes through. 1, 2. There's the spray down, and the bomb has been dropped outside connector. And although he'll get a bit over-aggressive and will be punished, that is really, really bad. Nilzino not spotting up Pish, but he will find the kill nonetheless. So now in a 3 versus 3. But Rom getting overly aggressive is going to get taken down. So a 2 versus 3 in favour of the FM side. So they've actually managed to trade this into a good situation. It's going to be Smooya. He's going to get an opportunity with that AWP in hand, but the bomb is moving its way back towards the B-bomb site, which is a very interesting decision. Not too much information being garnered, but it seems that decision may have been revoked as Leffy is working his way down. The bomb still a little bit indecisive. You're insecure. I don't know what for. Unfortunately, no one's turning heads when they walk through the door because they're all alive. It's, of course, going to be HudsG coming in from behind, and he will find Smooya here, or will he not? Smooya just going to escape the claws of death and despair, although he won't escape for long. He's going to get taken down. It's all on Leffe now, 1 versus 3, but he can't make it happen. He's going to go down to HudsG. Finds himself the 2K in the round to keep his team in this one. 3-3, and FM are actually keeping this pretty close.
Yeah, really good stuff coming out there from FM. They do manage to get themselves another round on the board and keep things equal, but this is territory that both of these players have experienced during the promotions. We saw FM up against Viral, had an incredibly close matchup where it was neck and neck basically the entire map. And Orgless as well had a very similar series last week, and that was the series as well where Smooya ended up going just balmy as well. But Leffe, he's going to go with that auto shotgun once more. We've seen him do this in the past to pretty great success, to be honest. We'll see whether he can actually find someone to take down again. But nobody going to push onto him just yet, so won't get that opportunity to begin the round. But here we go. The B site still well and truly locked down. The terrorists not really committing to anything just yet. They're still hanging around, looking like they might be heading towards Connector, though. That's where they seem to want to make this push happen. Leffe is laying in wait, and like a coiled viper, he strikes, takes 2 heads off, and PT finally answers, but he's already done the damage, and he's racked up the cash because of it.
Yeah, massive play there. And that's money in Leffe's pocket, especially on a round like this, where money is short. Now Smooya, he becomes the man of the hour. Can he get any work done here? I'm probably going to say yes, as he does take down HudsG. Puts down himself a flashbang, and it's perfect. PT has no idea what's white and what's black, as he will just see the white. Although Boaster will come back in. Smooya goes down to 3 versus 2 as the push comes into the A-bomb site, and the rotate not coming in quick enough. Thomas is on his own, and he is teammateless. He will find the opening frag, but the trade comes in. Boaster now in a 1 versus 2. The flank's coming through. He fakes the bomb plant, but Pish knows what's going down as Rom will work in from behind, AK-47 in hand, and the plant will come through, but it's not a good plant. Pish takes him down, Deagle in hand, and I have to say, Pish's Deagle has been on point.
It's actually ridiculous, isn't it? He's doing terrifying things, and just headshots after headshots. 8 and 3 right now on Pish. And Leffe as well, 7 and 5. There's multiple players kind of doing very well on the side of Orgless, but it's all about HudsG when you look at FM eSports. 10 kills. He had 7 at the end of the second round, so it's kind of slowed down a little bit from where we started off, but Smooya finds himself well and truly outnumbered. Gets completely mowed on down by the FM eSports roster, but here comes Leffe. He's got a rifle, but he can't connect the shots. And Boaster, he's found himself that AWP. Obviously, Smooya was pushed very aggressively with that sniper, punished completely for it, and now FM have found themselves an opportunity in this round.
Yeah, and an opportunity they need desperately. They're going to take full advantage of it, and looking to continue that. They're moving themselves up long, all the way, and no stops on this train. In fact, it is a brakeless train. Peak comes out, but nothing to be seen on long, and so the slow-moving turtle will continue its way forward. The steamroller of a machine coming on through. Let's see if that AWP is finally going to work out. Boaster, AWP in hand. Maybe there's an opportunity, maybe a little slither, but nothing to be seen as Thomas will take down his first parade. Of course, important to remember, there is no armor on the side of FM eSports. The perfect pop flash goes through, but Boaster is going to be able to avoid it there. Just peeking away at the right time and moving forward. But Rom holding fast with the AK-47 in hand, just hoping for an opportunity. It's going to be Pulse to open this one up. Takes the first kill. Boaster follows it up with the AWP in hand. Now in a 2 versus 4. This is looking really good as the rotate has to come on in. Leffe on the stairs has nothing to be seen, and Pulse going to have to back off. But there comes the push in from behind. It's all on Pichilla now. He has to do all the work if he wants to win this one. He's got a 1 versus 3 to play with, so let's see if this is going to be doable. He knows where the bomb is. He spins around, but just not quick enough, as he will have to continue along this same path. Boaster AWP in hand. Oh, he's not going to get the shot. That's a bit awkward, but it doesn't matter, because he's going to get the repeat. Takes down Pish, and that is the round in the bag.
Yeah, it did feel doable, to be honest, with how low the HP bars were from FM, but very smart play coming out from those terrorist players, just making sure not to all peek at once so that he can just get that straight spray down, making sure to take it in turns, bait the shots out, and just make it as difficult of a situation for Pish as possible. And it certainly pays off as they manage to grab themselves a 4th round and keep things equal once more. Pistols only for Orgless. Pish does have that Desert Eagle though, and we've seen what he can do with that ridiculous weapon. Nilzinho though shuts down Smooya. Again, Smooya going incredibly aggressive towards the start of the round, and the A site is wide open. There's nobody here from Orgless to defend. The bomb will go down, and it's going to be all about the retake with just pistols in hands. Orgless, this is going to be a tall order.
Yeah, Paul's going to be trying to put that bomb down, but Nilzinho once again holding from behind, just being patient. He's going to find one, almost the second, but Rom wants his head on a platter. He's going to take it. Rom takes down Nilzinho, and now 3 versus 4. There's still some economic damage that can be done. Leffe needs to be very careful how he steps, as PT is holding his angle down. Pish with that deagle. We've seen it do work before. Are we going to see it do work again? That's the question. No. Pulse going to put him out of his misery, and that is that. Leffe going to take down Boaster, but Pulse, he's still going. 1 click is all it takes, and he is wrecking noobs all over the place. Rom now the last man alive. He saved himself an M4, a bit of armor. I'm not sure about the force bar in the last round, but they did a reasonable amount of damage. They're going to save that M4 into this round, so I mean it could be worse at the end of the day. It's going to be FM taking 5. Of course, they are on the T side, which is not the favoured side whatsoever, so maybe doing quite well. Pause comes through.
Yeah, Paul's going to be coming through here. I believe that was Orgless that requested that pause, so perhaps just a strategic pause coming through from them to try and work out what's going wrong, because, you know, we were saying how Orgless were definitely the favourites on this map. They were the ones that picked this map. They were the ones that last week were doing ridiculous things on this map, but so far unable to really show up in the same way that we were expecting them to. And FM, they're starting to roll a lead up for themselves. They've managed to take 5 rounds, and they've got the economy on their side. They've got a fair bit of money to continue to work with. $7,000 in Pulse's pocket. And we'll see what Orgless are actually going to be able to do about this one, whether they can actually get their heads back in this game and start to take a lead, because if you get to the second half and we see FM having a much higher scoreline from that T side, it's going to look pretty dicey for Orgless moving into that second half of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see who's going to be the victor on this battlefield as FM storm their way towards the B-bomb site. Taking no prisoners. Leffe with an eagle in hand finds the opening. He's being hunted like the devil, and PT will just spam away, puts the nade in. There is little armor to be played with, so a single HE could do a lot of damage. Moving into this bomb site, it is of course only a 1-man Pish on the site. He's going to get taken down, although thinking poor little Pulse, it's not going to be enough. 4 versus 4 still, and the retake has to come in on that B bomb site. Boaster going to open this one up. Nice shot comes through, but Smooya straight back in. P2K in hand is all he needs. He's going to take down that low HP player. So still in a 3 versus 3, still keeping the economy tight on this non-buy. And Smooya, he's just being allowed to get shots that just shouldn't be happening. They're not even mad shots, they're just spammy shots, and he's winning them. Thomas finds one, and now Boaster's alone. He gets 1 kill, and he has to back off. He's going to get taken down by Thomas, and that is a really, really disappointing round from FM. That's a full eco, just a few things being bought, a saved weapon, that's it. And not great.
No, bad news for FM, and once again the scoreline is going to be equalised, just back and forth in this first half of Overpass. But bad news for the lineup of FM when you look at the cash that they've got, because Orgless, they've got a comfortable full buy off the back of that one. And there is going to be enough to grab some rifles. There's going to be enough to get that AWP as well. However, if this round does go wrong for FM, they are going to be straight in the gutter once more. I'm glad that we're actually seeing a rifle round, to be honest, because there's not been many in this game with how back and forth the economies have been. Nobody's actually been able to build up that buffer until just now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But now we have the AWP duel, so we are going to have Boaster on the AWP and Smooya. But it seems Smooya is doing most of the work here as Pulse going to be trying to just smoke him off, use that utility to put Smooya out of his reign of terror. And it's going to be Leffe. The Belgian beer prevails, taking down Nilzinho. Smooya somehow stays alive after that. Pulse will take him down, leaving it at 3 versus 4. And Boaster, nice shot comes through. But I feel like Smooya's just being a little bit overly aggressive here. He's not playing quite as well as last game, so I feel like he should just be reading that and saying, okay, I'll back off, I'll hold the hard angles, I won't go for the incredibly aggressive plays, and that will work out better. But still in a 3 versus 3, Orgless not out of this just yet. And Boaster is going to be getting himself a little boost over, playing a cheeky game. Let's see if it's going to pay off. So far, no one peeking him, so not too much to be worried about on the CT side. And they're looking relatively good. So maybe there is still hope for FM to come back in this map and win for themselves. But then again, maybe there's not, as there hasn't been so many times before. PT working his way forward. Thomas going to be the man holding down the fort. Let's see who's going to be the victor. PT now. Put the smoke down, getting ready to move in, and he is going to do just that as PT works his way forward. Thomas is going to be the first man to be found, and Boaster puts him down and out as Pashilla will peek, takes down the bomb planter, and there's only 8 seconds remaining. Someone needs to plant this bomb right now. No, there's no time. That's it. The game. Come on, guys. There's a clock at the top. It's not hard to spot. Please, just look.
Yeah, and I think that was just a matter of they wanted to leave it until the last second, force FM into a tricky situation, but what they ended up doing was getting shut down as they tried to get the plant, and then beyond that they weren't able to pick up the pieces, and FM unfortunately ending up losing 2 rounds in a row, and that means that Orgless, they're going to be the ones in a commanding spot. Smoothie actually going for a PP Bison here. I don't know what he's going to do with that one, where he intends to go. Obviously FM could afford to get some armor for themselves. You've even got a rifle in the hands of Pulse, so I don't know. Can't really say that I agree with the decision for that SMG specifically. It does get shut down for it. But Neil Zenio, he's going to be happy to pick that one up. It's better than the Tech 9 he had, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's paying dividends as the push will finally start to move. And FM with the one-man advantage, despite having somewhat deficient weaponry. They're going to be moving up, and I don't think so far this game we can say that having less weapons means anything at all, because, I mean, all sorts of things happen. Good damage there onto Neilzinho, and a little bit onto Boaster, but apart from that, not too much going on. Nice peek comes in from Pish, going to be able to get the spray down, but Leffe finding HudsG now evens this one out back into a 3 versus 3. Boaster will return one, and Pulse finding Pish. This is open. 2 versus 3, and definitely an opportunity as Boaster just tagging away, but it's going to be Thomas to prevail there, and now trying to get that bomb planted down, but he won't quite be able to do it. Unfortunately for FM, he's getting a lot of damage dealt here. And as soon as his teammate arrives, God, Thomas is just doing so much damage. His teammate goes down, but Thomas, what a shot there to flick up onto Pulse and take him out of the equation. That's how you do it, and take 7 rounds on the board. And that's looking really good.
Thomas has been stepping up hugely today. This is a different player to what we've been seeing out of Orgless previously, and I'm excited to see him on the ground. If Orgless actually do manage to take this map and move into the finals, I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do against Reason as well. This is looking to turn into a good matchup. Obviously FM aren't out just yet, but Orgless certainly, I think, at this point looking to be favourites unless FM can start to change their tune a little bit. They're falling behind, but this is going to be the rifle round that they've been waiting for. They've got the AKs, they've got an AWP in the hands of Boaster. Interestingly though, Boaster going to be the one grabbing the AWP here. What do you reckon of that decision? It's not going to be Pulse.
Well, it's been the same the whole game. Boaster has been picking it up all game, and he's been doing pretty well so far. So maybe Pulse just not feeling it, and maybe Nilzinho not feeling it, and maybe HudsG also not feeling it. So Boaster appears to be the man picking it up, which is definitely an interesting decision, but I mean, it's still nothing to contend with Smooya, who has just been going ham and taking liberties this series. Not so big this game, but there's always the second half, and there's always time for him to turn on the afterburners. Yeah. He hasn't got too much support here, though.
One thing as well is Smooya, last week when he did have that ridiculous game, most of the clips were on that T side. Aside from the spray down in connector, the AWP clips were on that T side when he was able to be aggressive. HudsG does find one onto Leffy though. Turns it into a 3 versus 4. FM eSports, the ones with the advantage here. They've got the bomb down as well. Just 3 players to defend that one. The CTs here. Thomas going to be the point man as he waits for Pish and Rom to push on up. But Rom's found Nilzinho, doesn't manage to land their headshot. Neil does, though, and will be able to take that kill. Boaster finds one for himself as well, and Pish suddenly finds himself all alone. And I don't know what he's going to be able to achieve with this one. He's against an AWP and a rifle, and the rifle will be more than enough from Neil to land that headshot and take another round for FM. 7-6 now as we head into the 14th round of the game, almost into the second half here. And it's going to be just about as even as it gets.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, I mean, the bane of that A-bomb site has been Thomas. Every round he's finding damaging kills on the A-bomb site, and it's caused massive problems for FM. Luckily there, they get into those after-point positions quick enough, and they give themselves enough time to actually work the round properly. Although, this being the second to last round, I'm once again not happy with this force buy. I just don't like it. There's only one round left in the game. You're not going to be able to buy up next round. Why bother forcing? Why not guarantee yourself a round as opposed to trying to chance 2 rounds? I just don't see the logic. But maybe I'm just not thinking on that next level meta just yet. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe. I mean, when you've got players like Pashilla, it certainly feels like buying the Deagles is a good idea, but we'll see whether they can actually make them work on this one, as 2 players have already gone down to the AKs, and FM are looking to find that equalizer once more. It's been an incredibly even map so far, and PT going to be spraying on down. Smooya tries to just get something through the smoke, but he's not actually going to be able to in the end. Nice little pop flash, though, will be able to net him a rifle, and now he can push on forwards, gets Nilzinho as well, and he's doing a fantastic job in this round. Finds Pulse, but can't connect the shot, and now the bomb will be going down. There's another player on long that I'm not sure if he knows about. He's waiting for Hoodsg to peek. Seems to be aware, but Pulse is going to be able to cover his teammate, get the headshot, and get another round for FM eSports.
I just want you to know, when you said hey suddenly, my phone thought you said hey, the word that activates my phone, and it turned on and started listening to you. It's quite spooky. If I said hey Siri, it will turn on. So please don't do that. It's hey Siri, you big bugger. There it is, it turned on. Isn't that scary?
Not really.
It's spooky to me that my phone is listening to me. Rom is going to be with this pistol, and he finds himself an opportunity, but he can't capitalise off the back of it, and so his teammates will have to do the job. And Thomas, there he comes in with an over. Only going to get himself 1. Luckily, Leffy is there to do the damage for him. And this is looking real bad now as the bomb is down in the possession of Orgless. The push will come through. Smooya finding himself into a better position. And the next jumping man also, as Pish will work his way around the behind. And there he is! Comes in with a kill. And Smooya follows it up. And the force buy works the second time round. But I don't like the force buys. I'm not a big old fan. But it works. So hey, whatever. What do I know?
I've got to say as well, that round was really, really well executed by Orgless at the end. When they're all coming from that same area, they used the smoke that their opponents put down to their own gain, move around the bomb site, get one person onto the barrels, and it forces the counter-terrorists to move in that kind of clockwise direction, and then that perfectly played into the flank that was coming in from the other side. So really, really nice little bit of play coming out from Orgless, and kind of showing that they are playing as that team, they are playing as that squad, and actually working together and making things happen. And now it's going to be down to whether or not they can make things happen on this terrorist side. 8-7 when you're playing on the CT side isn't the greatest of scores for Overpass.
But then again, like you said earlier, Smooya came alive on the T side when he did go ham with the AWP. So maybe that's what we're waiting for. If they can take the pistol round and get the economy off to a good rolling start, then I think Orgless still do have this one in the bag. Although FM are definitely bringing it a lot closer than we've seen before. So, Orgless, can they continue this fantastic streako, or is this going to be the endo as FM start to wake up somewhat? But that being said, Orgless still giving it a very good fight indeed as they work onto that T side of Overpass. We know that they're strong. We know that they're very capable, but do we know whether they can do it this time? It is looking like a B play, but the move through connector is going to work into the hands of Nilzinho, who's going to have himself a perfect opportunity here to do some damage. He is spotting 2 players working their way up towards the A-bomb site, and he should be calling to his team that it's a play, because that is where the bomb is moving towards. It seems maybe he still doesn't seem to have been spotted. Finally, someone has seen him. Nilzinho should be going down. Hoodsg will take Leffy out of the equation, but this is a really odd round. The B-side's been taken.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, the kind of dance of death they were going for there, and Neil does get away with his life, but they sacrifice the B site here. All of the CT's still alive, though. USP's in hand, and they will go for this retake. Suddenly, just 2 Orgless players remain, and suddenly now it's just Smooya. He's all on his lonesome, and we'll see what he can do with this Glock in hand. He's got to find the headshots. He's got to be able to make this happen, just spraying onto the bomb, trying to deny the defuse, and he will find Pulse on 1 HP. Can't quite finish off. Neil pushes him on in. Needs to spray through the smoke, and he will do so. Smooya, once again, on overpass, just making ridiculous things happen. All he has to do is stop the defuse, and he will be able to do so. Gets the final kill to put the cherry on the cake. That's a 4K, and that is Orgless taking the lead.
Yeah. What can you even say? Smooya just has a moment of greatness and somehow comes through there. That's insane. He wins his team that pistol round. He could have had an AWP if he wanted it right now, but he's going to pull out the AK full utility. I'm not going to say no to that. That was insane stuff, and how he's allowed to do that, there should be no way in hell. And somehow he manages it anyway. So, blimey, I don't even know what to say. He's smoked out. Don't push the smoke. Why would you push the smoke? Whatever. Oh, je n'aime pas. Je n'aime pas comprendre. Oui?
That is some terrible pronunciation. It's je n'ai pas comprendre.
No, it's not.
It's kind of, but
you
not
say
really.
compote.
I tried to say it properly, but my pronunciation is as bad, so...
Equal.
But then again, this is the UK Premiership, not the French Premiership, so we can get away with terrible French accents.
French Premiership UK, isn't that a clothing brand?
I think that's Connection. But regardless, the round is well and truly underway. It's going to be the terrorists pushing onto the B site once again. And there we go. That is the end of the round straight away. Boaster, the final one to drop, and you're absolutely right. Team Ace coming through. Everybody managing to get a slice of the pie. 10-7 now as Orgless. They don't care what the statistics say. They don't care if this is meant to be a CT-favoured map, because they are running away with things here as they take a 3-round lead, and they're starting to build up a serious bit of buffer when it comes to the cash.
Yeah, you can tell this is absolutely Smooya's playground. He's playing this like a god so far, and I wouldn't expect anything less, if I'm completely honest with you. Pulse is going to be looking for a kill here. We'll take it there. Poster helps him out just a little bit, but Thomas will come in and find the frags that he needs to. So this is looking pretty good now for Orgless until, I'll say that, HudsG takes down 1. He will be traded out, thankfully, and PT finds himself the last man alive. Diagle in hand, and he's taken, well, I mean, FM have taken 2 kills, which is good economic damage, and Smooya, that man is just a machine. He's almost like a robot of death. A death robot.
Yeah, I suppose so. I can't say I've seen many death robots in the past. Yeah, just recently. Yeah. I used to see them all the time.
Of course.
But these days, less so. It's a bit more frowned upon now.
What, being a death robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Since the internet came in, changed everyone's minds. But either way, regardless of your personal political stance on death robots, Smooya is doing his very best impression in this round. Pish going to start things off, but gets traded straight back by HudsG. Thomas going to push very aggressively onto Boaster. Almost finishes off the kill and will be able to do so in the end. And suddenly, 2 CTs remain. It's all falling apart. Neil Zenio, he's going to be pushing on towards his B site. He's run out of patience for this game at the moment, and he doesn't care that he's going to lose his AK. Ends up dropping in the end, though, and HudsG wanted to support his teammate, will be able to find a kill in the end, and actually finds a second one as well. Nice little bit of marksmanship coming out from that player. The AWP is there. Does manage to shut him down in the end. Leffy going to grab the AWP off of Thomas's cold, dead body.
Was it another teammates?
Was it another teammates?
Yep. 2 in a row now.
Dang.
And on a gun round, that's quite impressive. So, Orgless, although they only keep 1 player alive, still the economy looks very healthy. Leffy holding on to the AWP here. I mean, he did have a very good spawn, and Smooya is going with him to make sure he takes it afterwards. So, fair enough to him. I'm not going to have a problem with... Oh, that was awkward. Pish going to miss his molly top there. And HudsG going aggressive, not going to work out. Or is it? Takes himself the kill onto Thomas, but Pish going to be able to find himself 1-2. What a click! That's a massive kill. And looking for some more. Shooting into a pillar, but it's yeah, not going to work out for him. Boaster is going to be able to take down Pish. So, actually not looking too bad now. And this game is still on, 100%. This game is still on. 3 versus 3. And Orgless. Oh, there it is. Boaster comes through and takes one, but Smooya will be able to trade back out. Lefe still holding on to this AWP. I don't like this, but it's only an eco. Nice shot onto Boaster, and it's all now on Neilzinho. They know where he is. He's been spotted, and the AWP will come out, and bang, bang, he's dead. 50 bullets in your head. One's green, one's blue, and all the rest are cow poo. I remembered it.
There you go. Good job.
Took me all night, of course.
It stayed up all night trying to just reach the very back depths of memory.
Yeah.
Was only one bullet in the end, all that was required from Lefe, who, honestly, Lefe, while he's not the AWPer of the team, every time he seems to grab that weapon, he manages to make things happen with it. Smooya maybe having a little bit of competition within his own ranks there, but a 6-round lead now for Orgless as they're starting to run away with this game. And they just going to be spreading out at the start of this round, deciding where they actually want to go with this one, what they want to try and achieve. But the B site has definitely been their playground. That's been where they've been wanting to go hang out after school and play some basketball. Just like good
Will
old
Smith.
I nearly said Will Ferrell.
Will, I don't think he plays
Will
basketball.
Ferrell.
He can't jump because he's white, apparently.
That is
Thomas
true.
going to open this one up. PT goes down. That's a nice little kill coming through. And Pulse now trying to trade this one out. Could be an easy kill to Lefe, and it will. He was the low player thanks to the early tagging from PT. But this round is still underway as Thomas will go down. And it looks like FM potentially getting a grasp onto the round now. Pish will be working his way up long, but Rom could get caught out here, and he will not. Nice flash. Really good. Forward thinking, I suppose, as Pish now works his way forward. He takes down Boaster, looks for the second, and he finds it. Pish on an absolute tirade. The bomb will be going down on the hand of Smooya, and his AWP has not even had to ring true yet. This is not looking good at all now for the FM eSports. Pulse will find one. And there is a low man in Pish, but Pish has proved so far this round that he is not to be trifled with, and there it is. Pish comes through, takes down Pulse, and that is 14 rounds. Now, if Orgless win the next 2 rounds, my prediction was very, very close to accurate. I said it would be a 16-6.
Yeah, you did indeed, and to be honest, looking at the first half, didn't expect it anything near that. Like, we had a 7-8 first half. It was looking like that was going to be how the entire game went, just back and forth. But Orgless, the second they get onto this T side, they stop caring. They just go absolutely ham. And I mean, the pistol was so close as well. Yep. It was down to the wire. I think it was Pish in the end that pulled it out for... And no, it was Smooya, wasn't it, that pulled it out for his team. Got that ridiculous 4K.
Yeah.
And then from that point, that seems to have just inspired the rest of the Orgless squad into this dominant performance. Now doubling the score of their opponents, but they are down in this round. Smooya doesn't quite land his flick onto PT. And that is going to mean that he has to back off, kind of concede that position just a little bit. But Orgless, while they are a man down, that's not stopped them in the past. And we'll see if they can convert this into a round regardless of the disadvantage.
Yeah, Smooya. He's going to trade it back out. Now, Overpass is one of those maps where if you're at a disadvantage, it's very difficult to come back a lot of the time. But, I mean, Orgless have just been proving time and time again that that is not the case with them. That is not how they're going to be playing it. And it's just horrific to watch. You feel almost sorry for FM because there's nothing they can do. Neilzinho is going to be working his way forward, trying to get some work done, but no one's giving the opportunity. He has to face off against the AWP. He'll be going for a bit of a tag, but he will back off in the end. He's being hunted like a DOG, not a notorious one either, as Hudschi will find himself one with the AWP in hand, looking for the second. Boaster not feeling the AWP as Rom will take down Neilzinho, but Pish! What a shot! Takes Hudschi out of the equation, and now it's a 2 versus 3, and it's looking really good for Orgless to take themselves match point. Rom finds one, low HP, but it's traded back out, and Rom closes it out. Rom going big in that round. You don't say that often, because he is the in-game leader. He does a lot of the thinking and lets his teammates do the killing, but this time he takes the 3K, takes the round for his team, and that is massive. Match point on the board. FM on 7. It's a bit of a broken bye, but at least it's a bye with no utility at all. This is going to be very, very difficult to stay alive in.
I've got to say, I'm a little bit gutted for Boaster towards the end of that round. There was a moment where he manages to get 1 kill, looks over towards Rom, who's down on 6 HP, but couldn't get that spray transfer, couldn't get his gun under control, and it meant that he couldn't land the headshot Thomas, however, is having no such trouble. Immediately puts one between the eyes of Neil Zenio, and that is going to open this site wide for Orgless. They're already putting the bomb down, and FM, just 30 seconds into the round, is struggling for answers. PT drops, but there's a nice little kill onto Smooya from Pulse. He's pushing on into the site, but gets shut down. Boaster chimes in and finds one for himself this time, and he's got the flank onto Rom as well. He's going to answer for his crimes of last round and look to make this happen for his team. He's all on his own, but he gets to third, looks for the fourth, but he cannot finish it up. It's going to be Pish once again with the final kill in the round. And Orgless with a ridiculous scoreline, 32-8, the scoreline at the end of the entire series. Fantastic stuff from Orgless.